Okay, moving right along. We're tackling the light subjects this evening. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyway, I've had somebody that's asked another question. Oh, I've got a lot. The question is, I have a question. How can a person tell if the repeated varying health problems they're having are related to blocked chakras as compared to health issues the body was fated to have? And what type of meditation would you recommend to help unblock chakras and improve health? Okay, well, clearly you have not read my book, or you wouldn't ask that question. You might want to read Kundalini from Hell to Heaven. And so you know that what I've transitioned through, and this, you read these things on this chakra, and it's this color, and it's that color, and oh my God, if it's blocked, and how do I, well, let me just read this part here that I've written, and I'll just go through the levels and the layers. So 7 realms or layers of consciousness. Each one of these is a layer of consciousness. Forget about a chakra, a spinning thing, and it's blocked, and it's this. You'll understand it as we go, and I might suggest you get the book, Kundalini from Hell to Heaven. It's not that expensive. You can get it on Amazon. And it goes into it much more in detail than I'm going to go into it here at this moment. But within some Buddhist studies, the layers of consciousness are called realms. Within Hindu texts, they are called chakras. The realms or layers of consciousness hold personal and also mass mind awareness or planetary consciousness as well. What you are traversing is the planetary karmic path and evolutionary mind, as well as your own identification within it. We all go through each of the layers. In each of the layers, you will more than likely process through your positive ideations and feelings within it, as well as the darkened ideations or colorizations of a negative nature. Remember this, that in the end, all comes from Source. The positives and negatives are created and sustained by mind, body, emotional attachments to persona, to ego, to this framework of thinking you are a limited being in a transient body, okay? Once you have broken through the persona attachment, then the conditionings attached will also shatter and be cleared. As Kundalini process continues, each layer of consciousness encountered will bring forth feelings, symbolism, dreams, and direct cognitive experiences through form and within thought to be seen and confronted. Eventually, it will reach a point in which one must see through the illusion of it and dispel it by surrender 100% to Source within. So the first realm or layer, or if you want to call it a chakra, but understand, people came up with this ideation about chakras because it resonates in a part of the body, okay? And everything that's vibration can have a colorization to it, depending on how quickly it's resonating. But it's so much more than this area in the body where you may feel something, okay? So forget about that being blocked in that way, okay? Number one mindset or realm to transit is that of survival, okay? The first level you will transit is that of survival, maintaining your life. This brings up all the fears that are connected with enough money, food, shelter, and keeping yourself safe. This will bring you forward the fight or flight response. You may become concerned with self-survival, also with planetary survival. Be aware what may arise are fears and phobias concerning personal safety and also the fear of death. Here is where a great emphasis is given to taking supplements and exercising, all things that attempt to prolong life. While it's wise to take care of the temple, there needs to be balance in all things. This is the number 1 basic realm. Now there's some more on it here. The number 2 mindset or realm to transit is that of sexuality. The second level is closely integrated with the first, that of sexuality. There could be either overabundance, wherein the sexual energies feel out of control and are indulged in excessively, or it may go the other way, where they may be turned down or denied. This is a big trap for many. This is why many gravitate towards the practice of being touted as tantric. This type of tantric exercise is a two-edged sword, for it most often is entered into those by seeking a way to use sexual energies to progress. So anyway, it's got a lot more on that subset. The second area, or chakra, or layer of consciousness that one goes through. Number 3, mindset or realm to transit is that of personal power. The third level you will transit is that of forming your personal identity and creating success, becoming either a mover and a shaker or feeling like a failure, worrying about the success of yourself, company, country, or world. This is where status comes into play and also competitiveness. Okay? The personal sense creates the need for either status or recognition in competition. This is where the push occurs to have more, be more. It's either being an authority, fearing an authority on the negative end. So it goes into more on that realm or layer of consciousness. So do you see where we're going with this? This is not a blocked place in the body. This is a blocked place in your mind and your consciousness, how you're dealing with these things. Okay? Number 4, mindset or realm to transit is that of heart awareness. In this level, one comes to ones who are either out for themselves or on the other end of the spectrum, those that are the humble servants of humanity. Those that have no heart opening are only wrapped up within their own identification and self-serving motions and motives. There is no compassion for others nor thought about anyone's welfare except their own. These are those that prey upon society to fill a hole that will not be filled. Then there are the do-gooders that perform all the right outer actions but are doing it for self-recognition. These are the humble martyr types, dripping with humility and good works. Unfortunately, the motive is just look at how humble I am. Okay. Many want to save the world, though they cannot save themselves, and they live in misery. This is a huge hurdle on the spiritual path. And it goes on with more clarity in that. Number 5, mindset or realm to transit is that of creative endeavor, vibrations. This is the land of the dark void, bliss, or poison. This is where the words may come through and the insights of various texts may become clear. Here is where you create by voice patterns of energy. All creation is simply energy moved by mind and conceptualization. Here is where you live and speak your truth or error. Here you actively enter creation. In the beginning, the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Word makes creationary drama. As you change your focus, your language will also change. You are what you speak. All of creation comes from vibrational patterns. This is the realm wherein you focus on the positive or negative and project it by the spoken words. Okay? So there we go into that next realm or layer. Quantum. Everything is moved by energy, by consciousness. Okay? So this is how these things work. What are you speaking? Where is your heart center? What is your survival instinct? What is your ego definition? Are you in balance, or is there something you're not looking at, not confronting? This is where the path is about going into witness state and then questioning, watching what comes into the mind, how you're creating the storyline, what your triggers are, what's pushing your buttons, and looking deeper at why that is happening, okay? So this is about blocked chakras, okay? It's not about meditate. I'm going to meditate on this section here, and I'm going to unblock it. No, it's not the way it works. This is coming to this point of balance in consciousness, okay? Number 7 realm. Oh, now next is the 6th realm, mindset, or realm to transit, is that of the mental and subtle realms. In this realm, one enters into subtle phenomena, lights, astral planes, cities. This is the land of the last crossing. Mara, or intellectual delusion, plays very subtle tricks to keep the ego in play. Here, ego can be seen through. Here is where the cities must be let go of. Here is where the mind either goes off on subtle experience or surrenders to the silence and one. All phenomena is of the realm of creation. To reach beyond creation and creator to source, this realm must be passed through. Okay? So it's got more on that there. The last realm, number 7, beyond the mind. Here in this realm, one enters into non-duality. One passes through the demise of the false egoic mind and conditionings. Blown out and shattered, what remains is the non-dual reality. Okay, so it goes into that as well, but most people are not to that level and layer that they are transiting. But all of this and more is found in the book Kundalini from Hell to Heaven. This is why this is the one that I advocate most of all the books that I've written, okay? Because it's good for anybody on a spiritual path, not just those going through Kundalini, okay? So yeah, there you have it. And again, you can get it on Amazon, Kundalini from Hell to Heaven, and I think it's something like $16 or something like that. It's not a big, huge amount, and you can get, I think, used copies sometimes. But anyway, they come out, this is my old one, they've come out with a new, different front piece, okay? So you'll see it in this is the old style, but there's a new style where it's got my picture on the front of it, okay? Anyway, so, you know, if something you're transiting through and you're not fighting with one of those elements, then, you know, sometimes the body functions and we are according to the laws of this plane of existence. Okay? So if we're eating food and it's got like Monsanto stuff and it's affecting the body, it's affecting the body. Okay? Like I said, even those that were Ramana, had cancer, it's not something always that you can just turn off. We are subject, this is a transient form, and it's subject to the laws and things that are going on in the transient. Consciousness is non-dual. Consciousness continues, but the body form is transient, okay? It's transient. When we leave the form, we are a light body. We are energy, okay? So, the meditation to do is going into stillness, staying in the heart center, opening up to spaciousness, and watch what happens with the mind play. All of that is discussed in here. That's why I wrote that. I wrote this for people that are on really a heavy-duty spiritual path, that want to really move forward. These are aids that help along the way, okay? Explanations, things that I learned through the journey that I went through with Kundalini Awakening for 30 years. 30 years. Day and night, non-stop, 24/7. Okay? And like I said, when I started, I was in depression, had severe PTSD. Well, that was weird. Okay. I don't know what that was. Do I have a little ghosty visiting? Is somebody visiting? Because all of a sudden something fell that was, yeah. Okay. It could be my little bird friend again. Every once in a while, comes to visit and it flies through and knocks something over. Anyway, I'll go look and see if I can find what the heck was that noise. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I hope this has helped to answer your question for you. But yeah, it's movements through consciousness. It's like if you want to know the journey of Kundalini, read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Those are realms and things that one transitions through in the Kundalini journey. The hungry ghosts, all of those psychological things, they are absolutely pointing to the Kundalini journey and what one transitions through. Tibetan Book of the Dead. So you transition through that and you become awakened, okay? So thank you for asking your question, and I'll see you online.